So for today's video, I am going to be working on my practice hand. You're gonna be seeing me work on my practice hand a lot here within the next month or so. But to start off, I am going to be just applying my primer to the tips. I'm doing this because I've been having issues here lately with the gel polish just sticking to the tips, so I am going to chemically etch them. That way the gel polish sticks well to these tips and I don't have those issues that I've been having. Now I'm going to go in with this nude color from Madame Glam. It's called Flirty. I'm going to go in and do, I think I did 3 coats of this color to get it how I wanted it, and I cured each layer of it for 60 seconds. I'm super excited for this set because this is my first Halloween set for the year. I am planning on doing a different set for each day of October. I'm also going to do a few here in September, just because I have so many ideas for different Halloween sets. I want to try and get them all done. But this one, I'm going to do like the moss garden nails that have been going around lately, but I'm going to switch it up a little bit and make it more Halloween themed. And I haven't really been a huge fan of the moss nails. It's just not really my style. That's why I haven't done it or been interested in doing it. But then, I don't know, for some reason I thought, ooh, what if I could do this and turn it into like a spooky or like a Halloween Gothic type theme look instead of making it the like fairy garden bright happy look. So that is what I'm going to try to do here. So since I am going a darker route with this, instead of doing the green base, I am going in with my black from Model 1s, and I'm going to be doing a black base. I'm just putting some of this black out onto my palette, which my palette is just a big piece of tile that I got for like $1 at Home Depot. So if you don't have one of those little nail art palette things and you want one, just go to Home Depot and get a piece of tile. They're super cheap. Now I'm going to be taking this liner brush. It's a 15mm liner brush, and I'm just going to be going in and drawing on my French tips. I do this on all of the nails except for the middle nail. I do 1 layer of the black, cure that for 60 seconds, and then I do a second layer of the black and cure that for 60 seconds. For the middle nail, I am just painting the entire nail black. I didn't need to go in with that nude, but originally I was going to do the French tips on all of the nails, but then as I was going along, I was like, I kind of wanted to do an accent nail where the entire nail was the like garden thing and it wasn't just a French tip. Now I'm going in and I am top coating everything, and then I cure that for 60 seconds. I'm top coating everything first before applying the moss and all the charms, just because I kind of felt like it'd probably be a little bit difficult to go around the moss once it was on. I felt like it'd be a whole lot easier to just top coat first. So typically for this moss look, it's green, but since I'm doing a Halloween type look with it, I needed black moss, and I didn't know if that even existed. So I went on Amazon and did a quick search, and there was some black moss, but this was the only moss that they had that was black. It's Spanish moss, which is different than the moss that everyone else is using. I feel like everyone else was using one of those other three that are shown here on the back of this bag, but they didn't have one of those kinds in the black. So I had to buy this, and it is long and stringy, so I had to go in and cut it. I started cutting it with these little like nail cuticle scissors, but it was taking a long time to get it all cut up. So then I did go in and cut it with some larger scissors so I could get it done faster. And I just want to mention that this moss had such a strong dirt smell. Like, I kind of expected it to have a dirt smell, but not as strong as it was. Like, as soon as I opened the bag, this dirt smell hit me and it never went away. And I was not a fan of that. So now I'm going to be going in with my no wipe rhinestone glue and just apply that onto the nails. I'm applying it to the French tip. I don't go all the way up on the sides either, like into the thin pointy part of the French tip. I kind of just keep it down on the bottom part. Since the pinky nail was the first one that I did, it was kind of my tester nail to see how this was going to work. I was having a hard time getting the moss to stick. I also felt like the pieces were still a little bit too big for the nails, so I just kept with it and was sticking them on. And once I got the moss on, I took my little flash cure light and just flash cured everything. And after that, I did go in and cut up the moss into even smaller pieces so they would fit better on the nail. And I also went in with a thicker layer of the rhinestone glue, hoping that it would hold on to the moss a little bit better, and it did. It might have also been a combination of like having the smaller pieces too, that made it a little bit easier for it to stick. But I definitely felt like it was a whole lot easier to get the moss onto the nails with more rhinestone glue added on. So I just piled the moss pieces on, and then once I got it all on there, went in with that little flash cure light, flash cured it, and then moved on and did that same process for all of the nails. I did go in after I got all the moss on and do a full 60-second cure in the lamp to make sure that it was all completely cured on, and none of the moss was going to be falling off. I did end up going in with a little bit more moss on the pinky nail. There was kind of a big gap there in the middle, and I felt like the larger pieces left those larger gaps, and it didn't look as full as the other nails, so I just applied a little bit more of the moss. After everything was all cured, I went in with those little cuticle scissors and just trimmed up the edges so that there wasn't a lot of moss hanging off the sides and the free edge of the nail. There were some pieces that I did cut down on the top too, just because I felt like they stuck out a little more than what I wanted. And then I went in and did the middle finger. I don't know why I didn't just do the middle finger as I was going along. I don't know why I saved it to the end, but I did. So for the charms, I bought these black flowers and butterflies along with these red flowers and butterflies. I also bought a pack of silver spider charms. I already had this little pack of charms that had like gold spider charms in them. There was also some gold skulls and some silver skulls, but I wanted to use the silver skulls because the gold skulls have like this little crown on them and I didn't want that on the nails. So I bought some silver spiders to go with the silver skulls just because I felt like the gold spiders weren't going to match with the silver. So to put the charms on, I took my rhinestone glue and I took like a pretty big glob of it because it would try to like sink down and seep down into the moss. So I had to add quite a bit of the rhinestone glue. Then I'd put my charm on and flash cure it with that little flash cure light and moved on to the next charm, and I just repeated that onto all of the nails with all of the charms. After I got all the charms on, I did do a full 60-second cure in my big lamp, and then I went back in with some more rhinestone glue and applied some more moss on some of the areas where the rhinestone glue had like squished out from underneath of the charms and left like a puddle of glue on the moss because I didn't like how that was looking. I wanted it to have the moss there and not the rhinestone glue. I just thought having all that rhinestone glue be oozed out everywhere made it look a little messy. So I just went in and filled in those spots. And this is how they came out. I actually really love how these look. I think just because it is more of my style, whereas the normal like garden look isn't really my thing. I really love these. They came out way better than I was expecting, because at first there, when I was doing the pinky nail and putting on the moss, I was like, this isn't going to work and it's just going to be a complete disaster and not look good. But I just kept going with it and just kept adding more and hoping that everything would end up working out, which it did. And I'm so happy with these. I showed my mom them and she was like, they are like edgy but like elegant at the same time. And I totally agree with her. I was like, I can see someone who's getting married on like Halloween or has like a Gothic type theme for their wedding having these nails for it. While I do think these are cute and fun, I wouldn't recommend wearing these nails for long, just because I don't feel like they'd hold up very well with the moss and you like washing your hands and stuff. I just feel like the moss would hold too much moisture. It'd also probably start falling apart on you because of that. So I do think this is just a fun set to have for like pictures and videos, or like for a temporary one-day event or something. Not something to wear for multiple days or multiple weeks. Overall, I am super happy with how they came out and I really love them. I love how they are different than the typical moss nails that you see. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching.